Well, hello, my name is Michael Mann. You are joining me at Bennett's BikeSocial. Well, you're not joining me at Bennett's BikeSocial because we're actually here with Miles Perkins, Head of Brand Management for Triumph. Miles, hello.
Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. Are you?
Very good.
Now, here we are at your place of work. This is the Triumph Visitor Centre, right?
It is in Hinckley.
For a very special occasion. Tell us more.
Well, tonight we are launching and have launched the new Tiger 900s, a brand new adventure motorcycle.
There are two very obvious differences between these two specific bikes, but actually there's a lot more bikes in the Tiger 900 range, right?
Yes, so what we have is a completely new generation, major update, all new motorcycles. So we've got two families. We have the Rally and we have the GT. They're a lot more focused for their type of adventure. So the Rally comes with a Rally and a Rally Pro, which is a top spec model.
So two versions there.
Two versions there. And then the GT, we come with a GT and a GT Pro, which is the top spec. We've also got a low ride height of the middle, the mid-spec version of this, the GT. And also there's a base Tiger 900 with the cast wheels like the GT.
Got you.
So quite a lot of choice.
So cast wheels would therefore define it to be more road-oriented.
Absolutely.
And wire wheels for off-road.
Off-road, but also road use as well, dual purpose.
So this is not an updated 800, this is a completely new bike, right?
Absolutely new. You've got a brand new sort of everything, but I guess the highlight, the standout is the new 900cc engine, but that's not just a higher capacity. You've got a completely new configuration. You have the T-plane triple crank, which is a new firing order as well as a new crank configuration.
Right.
We think that's absolutely unique in the category, and that's designed not just to give fantastic new character in terms of sound and feel, but better low-down tractability. And also when you look at the new engine, which is way up on power, way up on torque, you've actually got a complete new lift in performance as well with the bike.
And was that device specifically for road or off-road, or was it just across the whole range? You knew it was going to work, that new crank? Well,
the new crank is certainly designed specifically for the Tigers. I think you've got to choose what type of adventure is your idea of adventure. So with the cast wheel, that's a lot more urban use and touring. With the off-road focused Rally, that's urban and touring as well, but maybe the mindset's a bit more off-road. The new crank and firing order basically gives a lot more of a twin-like performance lower down, whilst holding on to all that mid-range torque and power of the triple. So you're getting the best of both worlds, and I think in an off-road sense that's very obvious in regards to the tractability stood up for the handling side and also that kind of riding. But actually on a road bike, going off of the lights, riding around urban, you want that low-down pickup as well. So both.
So from an engineering perspective, what is it that, and this project for the Tiger 900 must have started years ago, but what was it that you guys wanted to achieve in terms of making advancements over the 800 version?
It's a bold ambition and a bold statement that we'd like to make with these bikes, but the team's brief was to lead the category. So look at everything that was great about the Tiger and hang on to that, but make it much better. And for that meant the engine had to be a significant step up. The weight had to be a significant step down. So you've got a 5 kilogram weight difference that's significantly lighter now than its closest competition. An all-new chassis, so a modular chassis for the first time with this generation, as well as a completely different look and poise, a change to the geometry by way of where the engine sits. So you've got a much lower centre of gravity. Nothing short of a transformation was the brief, and leading the category was the ambition.
Looking at some of the highlights and the specifics, I mean, the standing here behind the bikes as we are, the standout thing is this enormous Tft display, which is readable from space almost.
So it's class leading, 7-inch. The system's is completely new. You've got multiple screen layout sizes, but styles and colours, etc. But I think that the key feature here is the top spec bikes come with all the connectivity in. the Bluetooth already fitted, everything's already flashed into the system. You can add it to the mid-spec, but you add that to the 7-inch TFTs. Also, the screen is a new approach, so it's bonded to the glass, so the level of reflection completely different. So new graphics, new system, very big in terms of visibility and usability.
And in terms of its connectivity with your phone, that's very similar to what we've seen on the latest models from Triumph, so Rocket 3 and even Scrambler 1200. So you've got GoPro and SatNav and...
so you GoPro, navigation, Google, built with Google. You've also got music, phone operation, SMS, text messaging. Not that you can obviously send SMS as you go. And that basically connects up. You see it all on the screen. If you've got a headset, you can listen to the directions as well, or your music, and just put your phone into the My Triumph app, free app from the iOS store or the Apple store. Stick the phone in the compartment under the seat and there's a charging unit in there as well, and off you go.
So with any manufacturer, if you're replacing an older model or if you're upgrading an older model, then of course more performance and lower weight and higher spec is always going to be sort of your top three, and it certainly seems the ambition has been met with the new Tiger 900 range. And I think from my perspective, it's made it a lot easier to understand the range as well. It's
new names,
well having, exactly. As well. Having all those different levels in the range and different specification on each of them, it makes it a lot easier to hear it called the GT and the Rally in it. But without getting too complicated with the differences between all of those different ranges, if we take the top specs, what are the standout things here that separate it from its competition?
So the engine. So I think we've sold 85,000 Tigers since the first model came out, and
2010, right?
2010, that's right. And people love the triple, but if you're going off road or you want the sort of that torque and feel of a twin lower down, that's one area that we were asked and wanted to improve on. So that's a standout feature. Sort of you get all of the benefits of that triple for road and touring and urban. That fantastic sounding engine, but it doesn't now have that disparity in what happens lower down. So that's a big feature. Another big feature, I think, again, is the agility to do with where the weight sits on the bike, and that's across all the bikes. So it's not just the top spec. So you're going to feel much slimmer at standover. So the way that the tank is slimmer into the saddle. So lighter, slimmer at standover, more powerful engine. It's a triple header. That's really what people are after, I think.
All right, well, you set it up beautifully. Let's listen to it, shall we? Which one are we going to start up?
I'll start this one up. You start it up.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll lay the microphone on the seat so you can probably hear the exhaust a bit better. So, Miles, the tick-over sound is different, isn't it, to the outgoing, to the 800?
Yes, so you got you basically got a deeper and basically a much lovelier sound just at tick over, but then when you give it a little bit of gas,
my cue.
There's your cue, low down, so just give it a little bit, you get a nice sort of burble, but then if you crack it barks, so not that you would ride like that all the time, Michael.
Absolutely not. That sounds beautiful.
That's good, isn't it?
All right, all importantly then, availability and prices, please, if we can.
So availability in the UK towards the end of February, early March.
Right.
Specifics we'll publish very soon. In regards to price, today we're releasing the base price, as in the price for the Tiger 900.
Yep.
For the mid-spec and the top-spec bikes, we'll release those prices as we get to a press ride. You get opportunity to ride these bikes with superfans and the media, of course, and the price in the UK for the base bike is,
drum roll please.
So in the UK, £9,500 on the road for the base Tiger 900 with the cast wheels.
Sub 10 grand, good price to come in at, I expect.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we'll look forward to riding them very soon, I expect. Early part of 2020, I assume?
That's right. February, we'll be going to North Africa, put these bikes through their paces.
All right, on and off road, hopefully.
Most definitely, proper adventures.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for joining me, Miles.
You're welcome, Michael.
You can keep your eyes peeled then on Bennett's BikeSocial, and you can read the full first review of these bikes early part of 2020. Cheers. Everyone's home.